All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions. No more distractions. It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Check 44, check 44. Recon, 132 fighter. Check Mike 47, check Mike 47. Bravo. I got you, boy. Fire.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Switch. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 6. Able to spin free. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down. Clark. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 66 yards. First and 10 at the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're going to try and throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
On 1st down, Watt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Clark operating from the gun. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Clark to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown! As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
Hey, Delta.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try and throw for it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, Clark. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Paris Campbell taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. So that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check 13. X3. 218. Chopper. 25. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Now.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lawson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Squeeze! Yo, go! Hurry up, shoot!
And he'll give it here to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go. 37's the Mike 30. Recon, 132 fighter. Sponge. No. Check 99. 49. Check 49. Yeah.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Big edge.
Here's Clark. Going to throw again. Flushed out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Watch the safety creep. Shit.
Now Clark throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Clark now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Operating from the gun, Clark. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check. Check hot, bro. Hot. Check three. Quick dance. Go. Look at me. Zipper. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
36. Go out. Go. Yep. Motion. Check. Shift. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Hey, 2. Now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
On the ready.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
On the set. 58, Mike. That's the pass.
Clark on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw.
Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He pitches it out. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the cover.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Get ready.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Clark to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At their 49.
2nd and 1. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lawson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
31's the mic. Good. 31's the mic.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Right at the there he goes left side. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of one there. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.